One of the things that's quite exciting about our department is the diversity of people and the research opportunities that we've got here. Our department, we have about 18 faculty members doing a variety of research projects ranging everything from working with neonates through to chronic disease management.
My research here at the University of Alberta is trying to understand how the spine works, in particular trying to measure how it works. Right now, if we see any kind of clinician for a back care problem, we're really left with an impression by them. If we should go back to work, if we should do more exercise. Clinicians don't have enough numbers to make decisions about your back. So my work is trying to create devices that will help measure what the back does and inform clinicians about the decisions they have to make for patients.
Currently, we're working on a number of projects. Right now, I think our project that is probably most well known internationally is the twin spine study, and there we look at factors influencing disc degeneration and pathology. We used to think that disc degeneration was primarily due to wear and tear, but now we know that genes play a very important role in disc degeneration. And so right now what we're looking at is more specific genetic influences. We're looking for particular gene forms associated with disc degeneration and pathology so that we can better understand the mechanisms behind those problems. And we're also looking into gene environment influences because those are some things that we may be able to modify.
In our particular laboratory, where we're looking mostly at spinal disorders or spinal pathology, it's a really unique research group in the fact that a bunch of different principal investigators all have their labs in the same area, the Common Spinal Disorders Lab. And so you get the opportunity to work with other researchers within that area. So people that are maybe looking more at disc degeneration versus different therapies versus biomechanical aspects of the back. So it's just really a sharing of knowledge, and we have the ability to kind of meet with them, discuss research ideas, and collaborate in that way. So it's really nice to get that extra sort of opinion on things and that extra expertise in areas that you probably aren't familiar with.
The research environment at the University of Alberta, I think, is extremely strong for neuroscience, and that is really the reason I'm here and have stayed here for this long. There's a very large and strong community interested in the nervous system and particularly how the motor neural system works, so motor neurophysiology. I have two main facets to my work. One is to look at the neural control of walking, that is how the nervous system controls walking in people. The other facet of my work is with spinal injured people, so I'm interested in knowing how we can retrain their walking, what methods are better, so we compare different types of methods. And we also are interested in the underlying neurophysiology that contributes to the improvements.
My area of interest, both clinically and in research, is in the shoulder, specifically looking at shoulder instability, patterns of injury, muscle recruitment, looking at capsule tightening, internal rotation deficits, things like that. And my teaching role is in the musculoskeletal stream, primarily the TheraX, therapeutic exercise, and the sports physical therapy.
I came to University of Alberta. The main reason is to come and work with my supervisor, Dr. McGee. I learned about David McGee during my graduation course, or my undergrad course. His book has become a Bible for us in physical therapy back home, in my city. And it's a very good, complete book, and yeah, I wanted to work with someone like that.
The opportunities that I have within my own department, within my faculty, with collaborators in Division of Cardiology, Nephrology, and Biomedical Engineering, as well as collaborative ties within the Alberta Cardiovascular Stroke and Research Center within the Alberta Mazankowski Heart Institute, allows me to have access to state-of-the-art technology, equipment, patients, as well as the collaborations that I have with other researchers in Canada and in North America allows me to participate in research investigations that others in major centers in Canada do not have the same opportunities. I do. So in fact, this is, for the type of research I do, the best place in Canada, probably one of the best places in North America, and I'd say the top 5 in the world.
There's oftentimes you'll see physical therapists working side by side with biomedical engineers, with physicians, with epidemiologists, with kinesiologists, occupational therapists, and speech and language pathologists. And it is that sense of belonging and that sense of collegiality that really makes this a very unique place to come and study and to do your research.
There's lots of opportunities for collaboration, both for established researchers, but also students that are just starting out in a research career. Lots of good opportunities to make new teams and forge ahead in an area. So I think it's a kind of a frontier atmosphere in terms of research and a time of growth and opportunity. So for a new researcher or an established researcher, I think it's a great place to be.